Aren't we just tired of game developers knowing who their main demographic is but choosing to ignore it instead? We all know that gamers are men. Video games have always been by men for men. Men are the ones that made nearly every game you ever played in your life. But developers across the whole industry continue to pander towards women. They know their internal analytics. They see the numbers right in front of their faces, and what do? Ignore it and pander towards women. And now one of the worst companies in the industry, Ubisoft, is doing that with Assassin's Creed Shadows. We all know Assassin's Creed Shadows is one of the most controversial games in a long time. People have been begging for an Assassin's Creed game in Japan. But what do? They do a black protagonist. They use a real life person that actually existed, and they disrespect Japanese culture. And the game is about to come out, and they are getting desperate. They posted this corny ass meme pandering to women. But before we get into it, like, comment, and subscribe to push this video out on the YouTube algorithm. And here's a tweet that Assassin's Creed UK posted here. And there's a meme attached, and it says, "My parents at age 25. The woman says, let's get married. The man says yes." Then at the bottom it says, "Me at age 25. It's a woman that says, "Oh my god, finally talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows." This isn't the flex you think it is, man. You're admitting that you rather pander towards women knowing that your audience is men. Who is the one that buys video games? Men. Who do you see in game stores like GameStop? Men. Who do you see talking about video games on the internet? Men. Who are the ones that are watching videos about gaming on the internet? Men. These fucking idiots know this. They can check their analytics on their YouTube channel. And who do they see? Men. But all of these companies across the whole industry keep trying to pander towards women when women don't play games. Gamers are like 90% men. We're not talking about mobile gaming because this idiot industry and the ESRB keep trying to inflate the numbers, try to act like women are 50-50 when they're not. Women are not talking about games and playing games as much as men. This is obvious, whether it be the internet or real life. But these stupid fucking idiots like the ESRB keep claiming it's 50-50, and you look at all the numbers that they inflated in with women, and it's just obese, ugly grandmas playing Candy Crush. They wouldn't even call themselves a gamer, so why the fuck are you calling them a gamer? I don't understand that whatsoever. They don't like their audience. They hate men. They keep pandering towards women. If they want money, give men what we want. Make fun games. We want good gameplay, fun characters. We want masculinity. We want cool explosions and shit. We don't want gay, feminine, queer characters. And this black samurai dude, Yasuke, he's a homosexual. You can get your cheeks clapped by a grown samurai Japanese man in this game. This game allows Yasuke to suck and slurp and top and slob and spit and lick on other Japanese men. Not only do we got a goddamn DEI main character, you turn him into a homosexual. Normal people don't want to see gay content in gaming or anywhere. Gay men, ugly women. That's what women want. Not what men want, your audience. That's what women want. Unfucking believable. This is a fucking joke of a company. I can't stand how the industry keeps doing this. And everybody in the replies to this tweet is laughing at you. Like this one here. Cringe. This hypothetical female gamer does not exist and will not save your company. And this tweet is coming from a woman. So even a woman is saying this. What woman is going to stop doing what they do at age 25 to play a fucking Assassin's Creed game? Especially Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is extremely controversial. It's still going to do well, just not as well as it could have been if it had a Japanese main protagonist. Japanese male, I should say. And that's an actual assassin. Like, you're playing as a fucking samurai. This isn't Samurai Creed. This is Assassin's Creed. Is the woman even an assassin? Because he's like a shinobi. So there's no assassins in this fucking game, and it's called Assassin's Creed. Is this whole franchise even about assassins? Because Valhalla was about Vikings. Where are the assassins? Did they just throw that whole storyline? It's stupid. I know that's the name of the whole brand. I know they're not going to change it. But I think it's funny that it's still called Assassin's Creed, but it's not even about like the Templars and Desmond. Like, he died in Assassin's Creed 3. I don't fucking know. They just dumped that whole storyline, just turned into like a world history game. But anyway, even women are saying this hypothetical woman that will go and play Assassin's Creed Shadows instead of hanging out with her friends at age 25? Not a real thing. This post is just pure coping from Ubisoft. They already fucked over this whole franchise, and that's what this reply is saying here. You ruined the franchise. This is pure code. Only fat chicks and simps are pretending to be excited about your shit game. Well, I'm sure there are black people excited to murk Asians without going to jail. I wouldn't pirate your shit game if you paid me. Yeah, I wouldn't even pirate it. It's just not worth money. It's just not worth time and money. It's just, Assassin's Creed is so fucking generic. It's the same formula every time. It's boring. It's not fun anymore. It's just generic third-person combat. It's not even good combat because nobody in the Western AAA space knows how to do any good combat. It's just bloated open world garbage. I don't see the appeal of this franchise. This is literally like the Call of Duty of the third-person genre because it's the same fucking boring shit every single time. When's the last time they've innovated disappointed with this franchise. Every fucking time I see this shit, it's the same shit. Odyssey, Valhalla, Origins, the same fucking game, just in different countries. This is a fucking normie franchise. I don't know any hardcore gamers that's so excited to play Assassin's Creed every time it comes out. It's fucking boring. Again, I don't think it's gonna flop because normies are fucking annoying and they will buy everything. And every time Assassin's Creed posts a tweet, people gotta remind them that they are disrespecting Japanese culture. And that's what this reply is saying here. Yeah, because I'm going to play something with such historical accuracy, Ubisoft. You French fucks just pissing all over Japanese culture. LOL, this is why everyone thinks you're useless. Only had 2 games making money and they shut one down. They shut down X Defiant recently because that game was a quote-unquote COD killer. The game that was gonna kill Call of Duty. I can't believe that was actually like a thing that people were saying. I don't know if it was somebody at Ubisoft saying that or if it was like fanboys that hate Call of Duty. I'm not sure, but that was a COD killer. And I don't know what other Ubisoft game is making money. I can't think of anything at the top of my head because all I see them as is just the Assassin's Creed and Far Cry studio. Their Avatar game didn't do that well. They made a Far Cry ripoff using the Avatar franchise. They don't do anything with Rayman anymore. Rainbow Six Siege, maybe that's still making money. It wouldn't surprise me if it still has a small audience, but a lot of people don't even talk about that game anymore. It's not as popular as it used to be, which again could be pretty normal because it's a multiplayer game. If they aren't adding new content constantly, people will just move on to something else. So maybe that's the one that's still making money, but I don't think this company's gonna last. Their stock prices keep fucking falling. They're going to get bought out by Tencent any day now, and I hope they do. I want the Chinese to own some of these companies. You may not like the Chinese government, which I don't fucking personally care about the Chinese government and how they treat their citizens, which I don't personally fucking care about the Chinese government and how they treat their citizens. I'm not in China, so I don't fucking care. All I know is that they respect masculinity and they make good content. Look at Marvel Rivals. That game is blowing up. Why? Because it has good content. It appeals to men. It gives us the male gaze. You're supposed to appeal to the male fantasies because men are your audience. That's why Marvel Rivals is so good, because it has sexy women. People want that in gaming. And then you have games like Black Myth Wukong, which sold like 10 million copies. And now they're coming out with another sexy game called Tears of Annihilation. This is another Chinese game. Like, the Chinese are winning. I'd rather them own Assassin's Creed. Maybe the next game, if they own it, they can make the next main character a sexy assassin with huge melons bouncing around with jiggle physics, huge bouncy booty, jiggle physics on their ass. They could do this. They can do a Chinese Assassin's Creed. I will play that shit. But anyway, you get the idea behind the Ubisoft tweet pandering to women. They know who's buying their game. They know who's anticipating their game. They know who they partnering with. I forgot to mention that. They partner with male streamers. You fucking idiots. The people that you pay off and send for you are men content creators. And you still pandering towards women, you fucking dimwits. I can't even talk because it's baffling. Do you like money? If you like money, give us men what we fucking want. If we don't want this stupid gay pandering towards women, we don't want to play some ugly shinobi bitch. We don't want to play as a homosexual black samurai. We don't want to play that. We want good characters, great gameplay. Y'all don't know how to do gameplay because you're a Western company. We don't want boring slop. We don't want ugly characters. We don't want homosexuals. But you don't listen. That's why you're gonna go out of business. Assassin's Creed Shadows may do decently well just because it's Assassin's Creed and just because normies are fucking stupid and I can't stand these idiotic zoomers that buy slop. But it is what it is. They're still gonna buy it. But you're not gonna save your company. You better get ready to sign a deal with Tencent and sign everything over to Tencent and the Chinese, because your company is not gonna be around in the next few years. And you pandering to women instead of men just tells me that you don't give a fuck if your company goes bankrupt. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So Assassin's Creed Shadows and Ubisoft, go fuck yourself.